Hello, 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 and welcome to News You Can Use. We've got a great show for you today. I've got some phenomenal people on the show today. And guess what? I'm going to shift into another room here shortly, but I've got to let you know my phenomenal co-host Lynn here at Divergence is here with me today on News You Can Use, and we've got a phenomenal group of ladies today that's going to help you help yourself understand how you can expand in your territory and expand in your health and your wealth. And boy, I got to tell you, if you don't know, go ahead, like, share, and start a watch party. And come on, go ahead and welcome in everybody to come on in and be a part of the show. You'll be happy you did. So I'm going to take a quick break and I'm going to come back with my co-host, my friend, your friend. It's time to win with Lynn Herod Diverge. We'll be right back. It's time to win with Lotus and Lynne on more news that you can use. Hey, 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 and welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Go ahead and get your notepad and get a pen because it's time to win. Note takers are money makers. So I want you to welcome my co-host, the wonderful, amazing, and super intelligent Lynn Herod Diverges.
Hello, Miss Lotus. How are you today?
Hola, chica. How you doing, Lynn?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. It's good to see you as always. And
All
I'm
right.
so excited about today's show because the ladies we have on are just phenomenal. One of them is actually my mentor with Naturally Plus, so I'm excited to introduce her. She's a fantastic woman and someone I've learned a lot from. Now, I have to tell you, I've had a lot of businesses and have a business right now aside from Naturally Plus, and I've done well in my businesses. But in this particular business with Naturally Plus, there was so much for me to learn and still a lot for me to learn. And the person who would always keep me straight and who would let me know when I was veering off course was our next guest. And I so appreciate her for that because she's really helped me to grow and to expand in terms of who I am. And you know, I'm the lady who helps other people, right? Transform and pull their lives together. Well, she has been just so instrumental in helping me grow. So I would say she's the teacher of the teacher. And just absolutely wonderful, fun to be around and to be with. And so I'm just thrilled to be able to introduce her to you today. I think one of the big keys is that no matter how much you think you know, there's always more that you can learn. There's always a way for you to grow. And with this business, that's a big part of how a person is able to increase great health and also have wealth to be able to have additional income. And so it is an industry that's different from some of the others. And like anything new, it's important to learn it, to practice it, to do it. And I'm just so happy that she was the person who helped show me and guide me that.
Well, guess what? I think a lot of other people feel the same way you feel because we've got folks showing up from all over the planet. We've got someone coming in from Orange County, California.
Margaret, Miss
That's
Margaret.
Margaret. All right. Good to see you, Margaret. Thanks for coming in. See, Margaret know how to come into the studio. She knows how to come in. Let's see. Lori's here. Lori's here from hot Los Angeles. Thank you. Good to see you. She said, hello, Lotus and Lynn from sunny and hot Los Angeles. So see, she know how to show up. All right. Gregory Ford is here. Greg came in the house letting us know that he's from Riverside, California. Happy to see you here. And Millie is here. Millie is here from Whittier, California. See, the folks from Cali know how to do it right, and they know how to come into the house. We have Toyomi in from Fullerton, Cali. Wow, Cali is showing up like nobody's business. Kiyomi, you know, Kiyomi blew it up in the spot last week. Good to see you, Kiyomi, all the way from Anaheim, California. And guess what? Guess what? Canada said, y'all not leaving me behind. I'm showing up. Medea says, hello, my darling Lynn. Good to see you. Hello, beautiful Lotus. And hello, right back at you. And always our phenomenal person that's on here all the way from DC. Angela Elton, now you know you're supposed to be in the studio. Get on back in the studio. But thank you for letting us know you're supporting us. So with no further ado, whoa, wait a minute. And we've got Mr. Robotics himself, Dr. Elliot Heflin. How you doing, Doc? Let us know where you coming in from. And last but definitely not least, we got Mr. Harris Tate all the way from the Philippines. What's up? It's good to see you with more news you can use. Always supporting, says Angela. So thank you so much. So listen, we're going to get right into this thing, folks. We have got a phenomenal guest coming up, two guests, phenomenal guests. The next person that's coming up, as Lynn said, has been a mentor, has been a trainer. She has done so many different things in her life that helped to make her what we call the money maker. She's got a wealth of knowledge, and guess what? She's here today to share it with you on More News You Can Use. I want you to welcome, if you will, our friend and your friend, and the person that's going to help you win, the lovely Miss Maki Morioka. Hey, Maki, how you doing?
I think she froze just for a little bit, which is okay.
It's okay. No worries.
We all have those challenging situations, and I'm sure our audience members can attest to that for sure.
Yes. And if you've ever had any challenges with your internet, go ahead and put a number 1 in the comment below. Go ahead and put a 1 in the comment below. I've got people already saying, hey, to Maki. They said, hey, number 1, there you go. I've got somebody all the way from Augusta, Georgia, the author and speaker, Miss Elizabeth Holt Brown. Great to see you. And I see Margaret saying, yay, Maki, teacher. And she is going to teach us today. And we got a bunch of number 1. So you know what it is when you're having a little computer issue. You just hang on tight. So while Maki's getting it right, we going to still hang on tight. I see Medea's got a 1, Scott's got a 1, so many 1s. Caesar all the way from, where you coming in, Caesar? Where you at? You in Ecuador? You in Honduras? Where you at? Because I know you high on the box. And see, Caesar know how to come in. He's got a bunch of 1s. Gregory's got 1, so great. Thank you, Medea. We love and appreciate you. So while we're letting Maki get her internet situation straightened out, we're going to go right to our next wonderful guest. She is a speaker. She's a suicide interventionist. She's a certified DISH trainer, and she's an international best-selling author. She is my friend and your friend, helping us because we know it's time to win. Please welcome my friend, Angela Elton. Hello, Angie.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me back.
All right. We're happy to have you. You blew up the spot last week, kind of got us tight, sharing some information with us that we definitely needed to hear. So thank you so much. And as you know, we have the wonderful Maki. She's with us, and I think she's got her internet thing situated. So Maki, come on up here. We can't get the show started without Maki. All right. So here we go. Maki, are you ready? I think she says she's ready. Hey, Maki.
Hi, Maki. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Oh, she's muted. I think she's muted. You're muted? No?
No, she's not muted. It's okay. So see if you can turn your volume up a little bit. We did the sound check and all was well, but I'm gonna tell you what, when you're getting ready to get some great information, it seems like this kind of happens with the computers and things like that. Because Maki's got a lot of great information that she's going to share with us here today to help us know beyond a shadow of a doubt that no matter where you are in life, no matter what you're doing, all the lessons that you learn in life can help you to get where you're going. It can take you from where you're at and it'll get you where you want to go. So, Maki, whenever your sound comes up, just start talking. Let us know that your sound comes up. Just keep trying. Okay, so unplug your headset and replug it. Just replug it back again. And if that don't work, all you got to do, go out of the broadcast and come back in. Because listen, it's time to win. We're going to do what we got to do to win. So if we can't hear you, Maki, it's no problem. Huh? Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, but we can't hear you. And I'm going to mute you and unmute you. Let me see if that helps. Say something. I told y'all she was cute.
Yes.
We still can't hear you. Okay, but that's cool. See, this how Naturally Plus do. We don't never give up. Tenacity. So Maki, go out of the studio and then come back in because we're gonna win. We don't stop till we win. So Lynn, speaking of winning, we're gonna take a quick break, give Maki a chance to come back to the show, and then we're gonna get this baby on a roll. And we're gonna start with you. I want you to tell us a little bit about Naturally Plus, how people can make money without making a fuss, and then we're going to go right into Maki because she'll be back by then. So, hey, just hang with us. I see folks coming in and folks putting in a one, people saying, yay, Maki, come on, Maki. So we know everybody wants to see Maki. Hey, Angie. Lori says, hey, Angie. Hey, Maki. So cool. That's great. I think Maki's back already. See, she don't play. Maki, what you got?
So can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you call the third thing is the charm?
Third try is a
charm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, the third time is a charm. So look, Maki, we had so many people saying, hi, Maki, hi, Angie. Yay, Maki.
Hi, Larry.
Positive energy, positive energy. Harris Tay said, yay. Awesome. So positive energy. So Maki, we're super happy to have you on the show. Please, can you tell us a little bit about you, what you do, and what brought you to the show? Because we know you got a lot of great info.
Sure. Thank you for having me on the show, Miss Lotus, for first of all. And thank you, Lynn, and thank you, Angie. What I am doing now is just to help people to attain the 5 riches of life, which is the health, finance, time, family, the people that you hang out with, and the spirit. Spirit is just to work on yourself, on the self-development. So a lot of the time that when you work on something and you kind of like have to compromise the fact that you can't have all that at the same time. I was an external auditor before. I was working more than 100 hours per week.
Whoa, wait, I gotta stop you. Did y'all hear what she said? She was an auditor. She was an auditor and she was working more than 100 hours a week. I know what that's like. I used to work 100 hours plus. Have any of you ever worked 100 hours plus? If you have, put a 2, like Maki, put a 2. And if you haven't and don't want to do it, put a 3. So 100 hours a week, Maki?
Yep, because I was a business owner in Japan. I came to the United States when I was 30 years old. So I already had an experience of like working for the management department. So the company wanted me to help them recruiting as well. So I was doing auditing, but at the same time, I was doing the student recruiting. That's why.
Right. Wow. So did you enjoy doing the student recruiting? Because, you know, if you're working 100 hours a week, you've got to kind of love it or hate it, but just be doing it kind of to make ends meet.
I love what I did, auditing and the recruiting, everything. I loved it. And then also the fact that we have to keep up with it because when we join as a new hire, within 10 months, 25% of us got laid off. Depending on the evaluation. So we have to perform like a top notch. And I'm not a native speaker. I have to work like a double or triple than American people. So, but I had to do it. And that was my dream job. That was one of the top 4 in the world. And that's like, you know, I'm the dream job for all the American, the students in accounting. So I had to do it and I enjoyed it, but my body couldn't.
Your body couldn't take it. Your body couldn't take it. Wow. And you know, you've talked about the 5 riches of life. And in order to gain the 5 riches of life, like you said, you know, you were a business owner, but you also worked as an auditor and you had to work 3 times as hard as other people because of the language and things like that, but you didn't give up. And that's the key to success. And one of the keys to the 5 riches of life and obtaining the 5 riches of life. But you said something else that really was significant. You said your body couldn't take it.
That's
Can you tell us a little bit about what you mean by that?
Sure. One day I was working at the client site and my body just stopped. Literally stopped working. So from that day, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even go to Starbucks by myself because I developed the panic disorder. And the doctor told me that I was lucky that my body stopped me from dying because I was near death from overwork. Wow. People die actually from overwork, working for this big 4. We do have some incidents all, worldwide. So I was the near death, but my body stopped me from that. And I developed panic attack and then also severe depression. So I'm glad that Angie is a professional working with all these people, but I know how it feels like. I was in a very, very severe depression for 2 years and fighting with death every day. So I couldn't really go out anywhere. So I adopted my dogs and then played with them for a full 2 years and just like being in the bed.
Wow. And you alluded to Angie, and you're right. Angie, for many years, she worked as a suicide intervention trainer. She's worked with people who had depression and things of that nature. And I got to tell you, Angie, I was just stunned by what Maki said, because she said she was chasing the 5 riches of life. She was working hard. She was a business owner, and she even worked for a company where she did auditing, but she had to work 3 times as harder, and her body gave out and she almost died. I don't know how the average person can get through that, but I tell you what, I've got a bunch of comments. And we've got a lot of 3s and a lot of 2s. Some people have worked those 100-hour weeks. Some people say, no, I've never worked those 100-hour weeks, nor do I want to. Okay, nor do I want to. So, Angie, let me ask you this, because I know you deal with people and have dealt with people in the past that have suicidal ideations and that have stress and panic attacks. Because I think, Maki, you said you had panic attacks, right?
That's right.
So, Angie, how did you help people that had panic attacks, and how have you learned to use Naturally Plus as well, you know, to help you with things you're dealing with?
Well, Lotus, for me, I was a suicide prevention intervention trainer. That's one of the biggest things. And of course, those who did come to the class, you know, the class was focused on those who are wanting to learn about applied suicide intervention skills. So how can they help others who are experiencing the same experiences that Maki had, you know, the signs that she had with panic attacks, you know, overwork. And we saw that from time to time. And I'm
Yes.
talking about from experience from working in the Navy. So that's not uncommon. I might have experienced working 100 hours in a given week, but maybe I don't recall it, being as grueling. But oftentimes people would talk about it. So, but the best thing that I did was, as a trainer, to help inform about what the different signs to look out for. If you see someone who is, really working hard, that they're not getting any sleep, right? They're not eating. They'll become dehydrated. They might start losing weight. You don't see them eating, coming to the mess decks to eat. You see them wandering about. You see them playing games to kind of keep their energy up, but it's really that their energy is low, or vice versa, so, or they constantly are working to keep themselves busy,
Right.
one, either because they want to, or they're being forced to kind of survive. And once we start to see any of these signs, physically seeing them, right? Any physical changes, it could be the thoughts that they're sharing with you, even simple things as, I don't know if I can just do it. And you're like,
right.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? So it's important that with these classes, what we train to do is take those little signs, right? Because it's out of the ordinary, right? I'm sure that as successful as I see Maki, right? If I had heard that she was going through these things, hopefully seeing the signs even firsthand, I would be able to talk to her. It's like, I see that you're having some trouble sleep. You mentioned something about you having trouble sleeping, or you've been having panic attacks. So if these are things that she may share with me, if I repeat it back to her to have a conversation with her, then maybe, if someone would be able to intervene and talk with her sooner, and then she may not have been able to have those panic attacks as long as she's had, and may not have had a breakdown as long as she's had.
Yeah. And then Maki was really under stress. You said you loved it, but you were under stress. And we know that stress can threaten our nervous system. And like you said, you couldn't do anything. You almost died. Oh my God. So I'm gonna tell you, ladies, Lynne Herod Divergence talks about stress all the time, and how stress can be really detrimental to the body. And that's one of the reasons why the ladies in Los Millones came up with this 30-day tracker that we're going to do. So I want to ask Lynne. Lynne, I want to ask you to tell a little bit more about stress. And then we're going to take a quick break and then kick it back to Maki, because Maki told a powerful story. And looking at the comments, folks, a lot of people have either worked 100 hours or more, were under stress, their bodies gave out, and they just couldn't do it anymore. They went in the hospital, almost died. And some that have not experienced said, guess what? I've never experienced it, and I don't want to experience it. So, Lynne, can you tell us a little bit more about the stress aspect, how it threatens the nervous system, and why? And then we're going to go to a quick break and come on back. Okay, you're muted. Can you unmute for us?
All right. No wonder everyone had a strange look on their face, like, huh? All right. So stress, actually, as you said, it does affect the nervous system, and it also affects the brain. And as we know, the brain is the center for every single part of our body. When the brain is not firing correctly, when those synapses are not firing correctly and connecting with one another, then all types of different challenges start happening in the body, because the brain's not getting the right signal there. So that's how it can happen on a physical level. But of course, we also know that stress can happen from trauma. I believe working over 100 hours a week is the epitome of trauma.
Yes.
So, of course, that's going to bring it on too. It's not only a physical trauma, but it can also be an emotional trauma.
And I gotta stop you there, because you made a great point. It can be an emotional trauma, and a lot of people, because they get so emotional, sometimes they feel like they're having heart attacks too, because of all the stress and what's going on in the brain.
Yes, exactly, exactly. So stress again happens in many levels, including not eating the right foods can put stress on the body. And a lot of people don't realize that either. If you have a diet that is low or absent of the things we need to survive, such as fruits and vegetables, and taking supplements like Naturally Plus, eating certain foods will put the body into a threatened state because it's not getting what it needs. And so, even that level of stress can create emotional stress, mental stress.
Yes.
Of course, it's creating physical stress. And
Wow.
top that off with not a lot of sleep, having 100 hours of work. After a while, the body just says, well, I guess I'm
Mhm,
getting the message. You just don't want
mhm,
to keep operating anymore.
mhm,
So
mhm,
we'll just let you sleep permanently,
mhm.
almost, because
Wow.
it can get to that point. So that's why it's
Mhm,
so important to find ways to manage.
mhm.
And I know
Yeah.
Maki has been doing some things that have helped her with her disorder and to take it to another level because Maki, you're not able to work any other type of job right now. Is that right?
Not at all. Like I am not like can't tolerate any of the restrictions. Like if
Mhm.
there is something that I have to be there every day for a certain time, no, I can't. So all the job require that. So and all the jobs that reminds me of the auditor's work or accounting work, I get panic attacks. So technically, there is
Mhm,
nothing that I can survive like
mhm,
financially other than Naturally Plus because Naturally Plus there is
mhm,
no stress and deadlines. So
mhm. So you don't have any stress really working within Naturally Plus. Now I'm just gonna bust you out. I'm calling you out because I saw you drinking something out this little gray pouch. Okay, so tell us what that is. And folks, I said we going to a break, but we will. But I can't let us go to a break without telling you her pouch because y'all might have didn't see this earlier, but she said. So tell us what that is, Maki.
this is hydrogenized water. It cleanses all the stress out of our body, oxidation occurs in our body, rejuvenates skin.
Yes.
So can keep the good skin. And I'm so sorry for all those auditors still working there. Oh, they look 20 years older than me. So like having the like less stress, I mean the no stress like environment and having a great time with the great people and a great products
Mhm.
and to just give me the health and beauty. So yeah, I'm very happy.
Awesome. So listen, before we go to a quick break, folks, I first of all, Maki, someone said, "Wow, that must have been very tough for you." So yes, folks, it was tough for her, and wow, I'm happy that you've overcome that. But we also have some other comments because people do resonate with what you're saying. Harris said, "Me too. I am having this insomnia and sleeplessness." So we're going to talk when we come back about how Izumio can help because I think that's key, and we can talk about some other supplements. But Maki, you said something very interesting. You couldn't work for another company, but Naturally Plus help you even to overcome that. So when we come back, we're going to talk about that a little bit as well. And then he also said, "Me too. I'm having insomnia and sleeplessness." And then Dr. Pina Shimo, great to see you, Dr. Shimo. Always a great day to have you. She said stress is the gatekeeper and can deal and a deal breaker. That is so true. That is so true. So thank you so much. Dr. Pina Shimo, you'll see her with us on Monday. She comes in and she brings some great things. And she is one of the people that helped originate the 30-day discovery. Okay, so she's a huge part of that. Dr. Shimo, she knows her stuff. Dr. Selena Pina Shimo, don't forget that name. And then she also says the brain cannot distinguish between it being a physical danger signal or emotional signal. Stress response is the same. So don't forget that the stress response is the same. And you know what? You have to really be able to delineate. And if you can't delineate, you probably can't prevent. So with that being said, we are off to a fiery start, folks. Oh my goodness. I told you I had some power packed ladies here. Maki just came in. She blew up the spot. Angie blew up the spot. Lynne Harris Diverges, as always, just doing her best, blowing up the spot and giving it all she's got. So we're going to be right back. We're going to have a little break and go ahead and get you something great to drink and sit back and relax, because we coming more back with more of that. All right, be right back. Awesome. And we're right back with the show. News you can use. I've got some wonderful guests here on the show, along with my co-host, the lovely Lynne Harris Diverges. Many of you know Lynne Harris Diverges. She is the CEO of Center of Light Miracles.org. And of course, we've got the fantastic moneymaker, Miss Maki Morioka, and of course, the suicide interventionist, certified disc trainer, international best-selling author, Miss Angie. So we're right back on the box. And ladies, I got to tell you, when we went to break, we had some comments. So before we get back to the Zoomio, we're going to take a couple of the comments, because I don't want to kind of shy out anyone. So I saw this comment, Harris Tay, what are you doing to combat sleeplessness? Because we did hear Harris say that he's dealing with some sleeplessness, insomnia. And he said, sometimes I drink tea just to relax myself or take something, but it doesn't help. So also, Miss Margaret, I think that's it. She said, I work longest is 60 to 65 hours a week. And even 60 to 65 hours a week is too stressful. So, Maki, we're going to kick this thing right back to you. You got the mic. Do what you like and tell us a little more about Izumio and how Izumio can help with the sleepless nights and the overworking.
Sure. I couldn't sleep for years and years without sleeping pills. So I know how horrible it feels like, and I tried everything. There is some stuff that helped me just a little bit, like to just listen to white noise and green tea and all that, but it's just like not really. But then having this products, of course, great, and then also having the business at the same time, that I don't need to be worried about future. So you know, the people get stressed out, like when you are worried about like you run out of money and how to make a living, right? But with this, the business, because this is made in Japan and came to the United States and very, very new to the market. And this itself really helps the insomnia as well for me, and the boost the energy and the good for skin and everything. It's like a healing miracle water, like Lotus in France. People just lines up miles and miles of bathing in water and drink it, and then see a lot of miracles. So the scientists did the research, and they found a lot of hydrogen gas in those like water naturally. They don't know why. So then they came up with the product. This pouch has more than 4,000 times more hydrogen in a pouch. So hydrogen gas infused water. So this is not
Yes.
water product. This is the hydrogen gas product, and water is just a carrier. And the hydrogen gas just removes all the toxin out of our body, and at the same time, it fixes the DNA levels. So it goes through the cell's membrane, and it does a lot of stuff for us. But then, of course, like at the same time, having the time freedom, that really, really helps me, because not only having that long working hours, I had deadlines like every day, 30 minutes, hours, always deadline, deadline. So I was just like stressed out, but now I don't, function well under the stress, but now I can do this business whenever I want to, and then I can rest whenever I want to. And I have a great people, Lynne, Lotus, Angie, everybody, just like meeting great people, just, sharing my story and encourage everybody to learn. And that's my business. And I don't feel like I'm doing business.
Awesome.
I feel like I'm making friends.
Awesome. So one thing I heard you say, and in my own words, I feel that people really can make a living with Naturally Plus. A lot of people have been laid off due to the pandemic, and they're looking for other ways to bring in money. And like you said, you couldn't work for anybody when you got so sick and you almost died. You had to kind of be able to recover, and you were able to use Naturally Plus, the Izumio, the other products that we haven't even touched on yet, to help you. But one of the most important things I heard you say as well to our viewer, in answer to the question that he posed, see, many people have noticed that they sleep better when they drink Izumio. And I got to tell you, I talked to Angie the other day, and Angie had actually talked to my mom, and they were kind of doing a testimonial back and forth. And Angie, would you share what my mom shared with you?
Sure. When I spoke with her to check to see how she was doing with the products, and I had asked her, she likes to get up early in the morning, probably about 5 or 6 o'clock, because she likes to go out for a walk because it's the coolest time of the day. And she would take her brother and her nephew with her, and they go for a walk, probably about an hour or so. So then I thought, well, maybe she drinks the water in the morning afterwards, because I was going to tell her about some of the great benefits of, reduction of lactic acid, for any kind of exercise, especially intensive exercise. But she said that no, she drinks it later in the afternoon, and it actually helps her sleep. It doesn't prevent her from sleeping.
Wow. And I know for me, it has a different effect, if you will. For me, I notice that I get energy. A lot of people, they say, Lotus, you're always on shows, you're always doing this, you're always doing that. Where do you get so much energy from? For me, I feel energized. Like Dr. Selena told me, when she drank the water, it made her feel really, really clear. And then one day I was teasing back and forth with Lynne, and we talked about the effects of the water. And Lynne, what did you share with me about the effects of the water on you?
I said the same thing. I said after 30 minutes of drinking Izumio, and also I took the super lutein, all of a sudden light bulbs went on.
Yes.
Aha moments when everything becomes clear and the brain is gone.
Yes.
And that, and you're just present. So for me, it worked that fast. And I'm not saying that it works that quickly for everyone, or everyone has the same effects, because all of us are different, our bodies are different. But for me, it was such a remarkable difference so quickly. I was asking the person who first shared it with me, okay, how do I get the products? How do I get the products? Where do I get them from? And she's like, oh, I don't have internet. I'm like, what? You don't have internet? So I had to wait until the next day. And for me, that was a day too long. But I'm glad I'm on them.
Yeah. And hey, we've got somebody from the Philippines. 10 says Izumio works wonders. Izumio works wonders. Hey, we got another personal testimony. Dr. Selena Pinashimo said 20 minutes for me, present and clear. 20 minutes present and clear. And I gotta tell you this story, y'all. I was on the phone with Dr. Selena, and she said, Lotus, I know you're gonna laugh at me. You're not gonna believe this. This is what she said. You're not gonna believe this. I think this is what she said, right? She said, but Lotus, after I drank the water, I felt like so clear, so clear. And she said, and not only that, guys, she's a doctor and she has patient notes. So those of you that's in psychology like me, you got to do them patient notes. And many people dread doing patient notes, and Dr. Selena dreaded doing the notes. But she said, Lotus, once I drank it, I felt so clear. You know what? I even did my notes and I zipped right through them. Not like normally I'm like, nah, I don't want to do it, but I zipped right through them. And so what we're sharing with you folks today, if you're just coming on, you're joining the broadcast, go ahead, like, share, and start a watch party. And don't forget to take some notes and get note takers are money makers, but get a pad and get a pen. Because again, it's time to win. I got my co-host here, Lynn, and we got Maki and Angela Elton here with us again. And we're just talking about the wonderfulness of Naturally Plus products that we've been using. Predominantly is Zumio right now. We're going to talk to you about some other products that the company has. And then we're also going to talk to you a little bit about our 30-day stress discovery. I want to make sure I'm saying that right. And if I'm not saying it right, Lynn or Angie going to give me the evil eye. They're going to be looking at me like that. So with that being said, if you got to the broadcast late, folks, Maki shared, we call her the money maker, Maki the money maker, because she's done a lot of things in her life. She's made a lot of money. She's helped other companies through her auditing prevent companies from making some dire mistakes that would have cost them a lot of money. But the most important thing that she shared is that she was working 100 hours plus a week. Her body gave out. She almost died, but she was able to reel herself back in, bring herself back to health. And on her journey, she discovered Naturally Plus, and she discovered Izumia water. She discovered super lutein, which helps you with your eyes. She also discovered the Power Pack House Baby Doll is this one right here, the Miracle Plus. And you can discover it too. And we're going to tell you guys a little bit about it because a lot of you have asked about the water when you see me drinking it. And Maki shared earlier that it has hydrogen in it. And so for those of you that just missed it, Maki, would you tell them why hydrogen is in the water and how it helps them?
Sure. So hydrogen is the smallest molecular atom in the universe. So it goes through everywhere. Even like a vein is clogged, it goes through. And so it's hard for nutrients like the medication to go to the brain level and then the inside of the cell. So it's just hard for everything to go through the cell membrane. But hydrogen gas goes everywhere, and wherever that it goes to, first, one of the things that the hydrogen will do, it chases after the most harmful free radicals that causing a lot of aging and the sickness. So 90% of the cause of disease and aging come from free radicals damage. So hydrogen gas catches all these nasty toxins inside our body when we ingest it into our body, and they get attached to it. It's like a married. And when hydrogen gas married to most harmful free radicals, it becomes H2O, which is water, and flush out of the body's system. So before it attacks all the cells, hydrogen removes it out of the body. And then also hydrogen gas affects at the DNA level, and then also activates the insulin receptor and prevents the glucose to go into the bloodstream. And it does a lot. And it's all natural. You can take it anytime, even you're under chemo. Actually, it's recommended to take it.
Oh, wait a minute. Because I know some folks watch this and they've had chemo. Can you repeat that again?
So the people going through chemotherapy, they are recommended to take hydrogenized water. So then they're not going to feel sickness, less, what do you call the side effect? There is an amazing story that my member had a breast cancer and got the radiation treatment. And she has a lot of great stories. She didn't lose hair or burn or anything. She was exercising every day, and the nurses were whispering like, is she like on how many days, so yeah, it's just like causing a lot of miracles that doctors and nurses never seen.
And now listen. I know this for a fact because I burned my hand. And normally, especially brown people, when we get burned, it turns like ash gray. And then for me, I would always blister up and that little pussiness. If anybody has ever had a burn on you before and it hurt and you didn't like the pussiness, put a number 4 in the comment below. Put a number 4 in the comment below because I know some of y'all know what it's like to be burned. I got burned, Maki. I poured some Izumio on the burn, and almost instantly it stopped hurting. I didn't have a blister, no mark, no nothing. It was so funny. The next morning I woke up, I'm just trying to find it. I could not find it. My mother, her arm swole up. She had a rash on her shoulder or on her arm. I sent her Izumio. She used some Izumio on her arm and the rash went away. And what about you, Angie? Because you shared a strong story about a rash that you had for a number of years.
Yes, I actually had a rash on my fingers for about 4 years when I was living in Japan. I wasn't sure what the cause was. I never really went to the doctor to check it out. I tried everything but go to the doctor, used anything topical. But I noticed that after drinking Izumio, after 2 months, I was just looking at my hand. I was like, hey, the rash is gone. It's no longer there. And I was like, well, I was taking the Izumio and the other products. I was like, well, I don't know which products. It could be all of them because they do help with everything, right? Even the other products help with skin. And I was thinking, well, it just so happened that I ran out of Izumio. You never want to run out of Izumio,
No.
right? You never want to run out of water, but it came back. So then I figured, oh, it's definitely the power of the hydrogen water because now it's actually gone away, right? And I'm still taking the other products. And I was like, wow. I really never knew about hydrogen water at all. And even like what Maki had said is that, it's really, this is not a water product, it's a hydrogen product, right?
Right.
So, we hear about alkaline water and whatnot, higher pHs and things like that. But, when we hear about even just how much the water can do from internally, not only topically, but just internally, right? And I was really impressed. So I am definitely a fan.
Awesome. And Lynn she's always looking so great. She has such beautiful skin. And anytime I see Lynn on a broadcast, she's drinking Izumio. So Lynn, you could tell us, do you put some Izumio in your hand and rub it on your skin? Because your skin is so beautiful. You could tell us, you could let us know.
Well, okay. So, no. I know many people that do, but no, I don't. I drink Izumio and I enjoy Izumio. And so, and I've been drinking it for a while. I have a minimum of 2 pouches a day. You only need 1.
Yes.
I have a minimum of 2. Sometimes I'll do as much as 4 because I love the taste of Izumio. So I continue to drink the water. But I also do use, I know we've been talking a lot about the supplement products, but I do use some of the Arage, which is facial products that Naturally Plus has that are phenomenal. And I'm sure Maki, you use Arage as well. And look how beautiful Maki's skin is. So these products really help you from the inside out, and whether you're ingesting it or whether you're actually applying it on your skin or your face. But the products are phenomenal. But Maki, I'd like to also hear a little bit more about your story and how Naturally Plus has actually helped you make a living, because in these kinds of businesses, so many people say, oh, it's so hard to earn income, or it's really something that I just can't do, that's why I don't want to be bothered, or you just make a little bit, but not enough to make a living, and you're earning enough to make a living. So can you just share with us a little bit why Naturally Plus is different maybe in that way?
And listen, I want to say this before you go there. It must be awesome because Lori said, I love Izumio too. It even helps my dog. And and Harris said, not a water product, it is hydrogen product. Impressive. So not only is it impressive, you can make a living. So Maki, tell us how.
Sure. My friend joined this company 20 years ago, and he tried sharing with me, and I was very mean to him. So I turned the offer, and he calls me the meanest person ever that he approached, and he never tried ever again. But he was dying from cancer. He had only 6 more months to live, and from the pity, I bought product for him because I thought he wanted to sell me. Okay, I'll just pay for 1 year, and then never tell me anything about products or business. I thought he was dying. He thought he was dying, but then actually, hydrogenized water, Izumi, was not available at that time. Super Lutein was the only product that this company had back then. And they're promoting this product as eye care product, but actually it is a very powerful antioxidant product. Yeah, thank you. It's like a concentration, the product of the vegetable and the fruits, like colorful vegetable and fruits that our body cannot produce. So his body needed it. So after he started taking it, he felt really good. And he was like, what's this? And he did the research over it. He was like, wow, this might help me. So now today he's still alive 20 years later with the 2 colostomy bags. He became disabled because of the colon cancer and removed it. And he became a millionaire with this company. He had earned over $13 million from doing this business. But having that kind of friend that became, miraculously healthy and became very rich, I was not still interested in. I'm kind of auditor, type of person, very hard headed. No, sorry, if, you guys are in accounting. So I was like, no, I'm not, it's not for me. But I was happy for him. So it took me literally 14 years for me to take a look at the whole thing about this company. So with my background of being an auditor, I know how to evaluate, examine the company business. That's how we do, what's wrong with this company. So my friend was going to join this company in LA, and I wanted to stop her. I'm like, I thought she's not going to have a good time with this company. But after the research of for the 2 months to get all the negative, the aspects, so then I could convince her that, see, you should never do this business. Actually, I got convinced I have to do it. So, and then I was right. I'm like, I'm so proud of myself of grabbing this opportunity. It came from Japan, and everything is based of integrity. And then they disclose everything, and it's not all the competition. Yes. Work as a team, helping others, and there is no risk. So I only worked 1 day a week. Like I said, I had depression, panic attack. But then a year later, I could make a living of the $1,500 per month. 2 years after, my income passed $10,000 per month, not putting 100 hours per week. So it is very, what should I say, kind, the business, and has no really risk. And you can all do from home. If you have cell phone, that's all you need. You can go anywhere in the world, 150 countries, and you can do this business because all we do is share. Hey, you should take a look at this opportunity. And that's it. And being healthy, being beautiful, being rich. And that's just the way to do the business, right?
So this is the thing. She said being healthy, being rich, being beautiful. And like Lynn said, the Arage, I mean, you definitely want to get the Arage products. And maybe Friday or next week, we're going to talk a little bit more about the Arage. And Angie is going to do the Arage to her face and show you what the lift ant does. If your face is sagging and bagging, you definitely want Arage because it's got some things that will help you rise from the sagging and bagging. And this is the thing, Maki, you shared that people can come into the business and make a good living because the company lives with integrity. And I love that about the company. But the thing that's so awesome is the membership is only $30 a year, and you don't have to make all these quotas. And then if you miss the quota, you don't make no money and all that. Can you tell us real quickly about the membership, and then tell us really quickly about how they can reach out? And I'm going to put Lynn's information up here. And listen, folks, if you've come on this broadcast because somebody shared this with you and you want to get involved and somebody shared this with you, contact Lynn and we'll put you with the person that sent you here and get you on your way with them. So Maki's going to tell us a little bit more about the membership, because the membership is like, it's amazing. It's amazingly affordable.
So in order for us to do business to earn income is to become an affiliate. To become an affiliate is only $30 annual fee. But at the same time, you can enjoy the products with the affiliate price, which is $20 discount from the retail price. So a lot of people actually more than 95% of my guests, like my members or the consumers, sign up as a member to enjoy the affiliate discount. So for us to be qualified to earn income, it's just enjoy one product of your choice. And then just share with others and sponsor one person. Okay, this is not sales. Please try not to sell, sponsor people, and to have them just have time to learn about the whole opportunity. And then it's okay for people to take time to learn and then check. But then whenever they want to buy product, it's okay. You know, they can just let them do at their own timing. This is something that you'll never find it anywhere in the world, like from my experience. And something
so hold on, Maki, hold on, because you just said it's something that you'll never find in the world. So this is what I'm gonna do. I want you to say that again, but I'm gonna leave the stage. I want you to say that again. You ready?
Sure. You'll never find something like this in the world. From my experience, okay.
That's awesome. And look, Dr. Selena Pinashimo said, "Look, I want it now." So she wants this stuff, the Arage, okay? Because not only can you be more beautiful, but you can make more money doing it. You can look good and feel great because you're taking the product, so you're feeling good inside, and you're looking great outside because you can get what you want. And now Caesar, he said, Hernan Cortez looked for the fountain of youth, never found it. People, we found it, and it's here. And I bet you want to be a king Midas too. So listen, I encourage you, if you want the fountain of youth, so to speak, you came to the right place. If you're looking for something that's going to help your face, help your pocket, and help you on the inside, you've come to the right place with News You Can Use, as we tell you more news that you can use every Monday and Friday to help you turn in and win. So with that being said, I want to say hey to Benita Stinson. She said, awesome show, you guys look great. Guess what? You look great too. And check this out. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. But listen, I really want to share this video with you because you're gonna like what you see. So why don't you check this out really quick and we'll be right back. Go ahead, it's for you. That's right. Zoom, zoom into Zoomio. What's in your water? If you're on the run and you're on the go, crossing the bridges of life, take a Zoomio with you. You can even use it on your bike as you trike uphill, changing your life for the better. Go ahead and try it and drop it off to a friend who came here to win. Try the Azumio. I tell you, it'll make you do some flips and tricks. You can also take it on your ride home on your bike. And you can go where no one else roams but you. That's right, that's what I said. Zoom, zoom, Azumio. What's in your water? Take it home, take it in, and win. So super awesome, sawsome. We are back with the girls and all that from Naturally Plus here on News You Could Use. We talked about the fact that it's super duper cost efficient and effective to join Naturally Plus. And we are at the top of the hour, but we have had such a wonderful time with the money maker. No prisoner takers. She helps you make money and helps you live a better life. Miss Maki Morioka. All right. So now you know about the wonderful international best-selling author that we have with us, the suicide interventionist, Miss Angela Elting. Super happy to have you on the show. And of course, you, my co-host, Lynne Harrod Diverges. Always win with Lynne. You always come to the right place when you come here. So look, Miss Morioka, I'd like you to go ahead and start us off in our round robin of our last comments. What would you share with our folks as far as making sure they jump on this 30-day stress, what we call it, Lynne?
Exploration.
That's right. Stress exploration. What would you say as we get on our way? Go ahead, Maki.
I'm sorry, what is that? The 30 days?
Yes.
I will share that, Maki.
Yeah, I think that is better.
And you can share some final words with us after I share about the stress exploration process. So we actually have, as you've heard, a stress exploration process. As Lotus likes to say, the stress discovery. And what it includes is actually information about the brain, about what stress is, and we've added additional information about the lymphatic system, all from professionals and nurses and doctors who have studied and are familiar with these areas. Now, included in the package is actually a pre and post stress test. So it gives you an opportunity to determine what causes stress and how that stress shows up for you. Because some people feel it in large ways, like panic attacks, but some people also experience it subtly, like maybe going to the refrigerator several times a day, and now that we're all at home, and overeat a little bit or whatever else it might be. So you have a chance to really see what causes stress for you. When do you get stressed? How do you feel it in your body? And how do you feel it emotionally? And then we have a daily tracker. And that daily tracker is before you get ready to take Naturally Plus products, and you do need one product. Before you take a Naturally Plus product, you want to measure the level of stress you may be experiencing. And about an hour after you take the product, you want to check what you're experiencing after you take the product. Now, this will be done every day. It can be done several different times during the day, like maybe 1 week in the morning, 1 week in the afternoon, 1 week in the evening, so that you're able to measure for yourself how Naturally Plus products, along with some other things we're going to be talking about on the show that will help you de-stress. And right now, with the pandemic and so many people at home and health issues and financial issues and everything else going on, we want to be able to support and help in as many ways as possible. So that's why we've created this stress exploration tracker, and we will start the daily tracker September 1st. So if you don't have your Azumio or your Super Lutein Mirto Plus, now is the time for you to go ahead to get the product. The people who have invited you, please be in contact with them about it, or you can contact me. I definitely need to know the name of the person that has shared this show with you, and then we'll get you started. And we'll all be doing this for a 30-day period. And we'll have a Facebook to talk about it, and everyone can share and so forth. So that's what we're doing.
Awesome, awesome. So, Angie, you're next, and we're going right back to Maki because Maki was like, "Oh, wait, what is it?" So, Maki's team is welcome. They're gonna join us. Everybody's gonna join us because we're gonna get to the bottom of this mess that we call stress. So, Angie, you're next, and then right back to Maki.
Yes, so don't get overwhelmed with stress. Experience it with the Izumio. I like the idea of having Izumio as a part of my daily routine. Like Lynn, I drink it at least twice a day. Depending on what I'm doing, I might even just drink it 3 times a day because I too love the flavor of it. I've enjoyed doing the business now for about 5 months and reaping all types of benefits, not only monetarily, but even health-wise. So please join me. Thank you for including me.
All right, fantastic. You're welcome. And Maki, what would be your last words of wisdom to our wonderful, wonderful viewers?
I'm glad that you guys are promoting this great, amazing products and opportunity and the people to the world. This is something that I feel like everybody should know. So because the world is not going to be the same, especially in a half year, 1 year later, there are going to be a lot of people is going to be under the huge stress. And that time we'd like them to know about this opportunity and products and to become a hope. And there are a lot of people save them their lives from these products and an opportunity. So we feel like it's our mission to just share with as many people as possible, and to just to help the people to make a living and also have the good health, because it really, really helps the immune system. This company has shipped a super lutein to 118 actually countries so far. There are several countries that Izumio is available. The president said that people are taking products have never reported any instance of that getting COVID-19 yet.
Yes.
0.
Yes.
So please learn about products for that as well. And let's just stick together and help each other.
Awesome, awesome. So thank you so much, ladies, for joining the show. And folks, make sure you stick around and hang out with Lynne Harry, Divergence, and myself. And we still have folks streaming in. Tommy Cole, thank you so much. Yes, share with care and love. Yes, 10 from the Philippines says, wow. Thank ladies for sharing this with us. And we are super happy that you came and spent your time with us. We're always happy, and we make a fuss because we want you here with us. So if you haven't liked, shared, and started a watch party, please share, like, start a watch party. Like, share, and start a watch party. We greatly appreciate it. Hey, Scott, he said, yes, so true. Seeing some of those things. So, Lynn, let's talk a little bit about the Friday show that's coming up. And who are we going to have as our guest on a Friday show? And what are we going to be talking about?
We actually have another wonderful person from Naturally Plus, who is an accountant as well. And her name is Kathy Oshiro. She is she's a bundle of joy. That's the best way I can describe her. She's a bundle of joy. And she will be talking with us and sharing with us also the great opportunities. But she has a few people that have great testimonials about the products. And she too, like Maki, has a great story. So we've asked her to be with us. She likes to get the party started. So we'll start with Kathy on Friday.
Awesome, fantastic. And folks, thank you, Lynn, so much. Lynn is always the wonderful co-host. Super duper happy to have her here on News You Can Use. And so, folks, make sure you join me on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 7. I said Wednesdays, right? But I meant Wednesdays. Join me on Tuesdays and Wednesdays with Lotus Lynne Ignite Show. Make sure you join me on that show and join me every Monday and Friday with more news you can use. And so this is a super duper special salute to a young lady that I had on the show most recently. And I just want to share this with you because listen, we've got to be grateful for people that are on our shows and do our shows every day in and out, especially the folks like Maki that came today, Angela Elting that came today, and all of our previous guests, and of course, my wonderful co-host, Lynn Harry Diverges. But also for our folks on Bring Who You Are. You know, we show that show every other Saturday, and we'll be back on the box hot at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Saturday. But I want to give you a little blast from the past and send a wonderful thank you out to the wonderful and amazing Miss Martha High, who graced our stage, if you will, on last week. So as we leave you for today, we'll see you on tomorrow. But for the meantime and in between time, please enjoy this moment of gratitude. Here we go. I want to share this with you all.
Hello, my name is Torian Washington in Columbia, Maryland, visual artist. And Miss High, we're glad that you're in Maryland and we love you in Maryland. All right, y'all. Peace.
Hi, I'm Brenda Flores Robles and I'm from Texas. And I love Martha High. God bless everyone.
Hi, my name is Phyllis Weaver. We love you from Clayton, North Carolina.
Hello, this is Danielle Michel. I am in Paris, in France, and I'm sending much love to my friends in the States, but especially to Martha High, who are much love, and I look forward to seeing her again on stage in Paris as soon as possible. Please stay safe and look after yourselves. Bye bye. Bisous. À bientôt.
Hi, Martha High. This is Ina Rinson Pressy. I'm the CEO of Gimski from the Netherlands. And I want to thank you for something because you are connecting people like we do. You are the goddess of soul and we are Gimski. The God in me sees the God in you. So thank you for the music. Thank you for being you.
My name is Les Owen. I live in Bowie, Maryland. And I just want to give a shout out to Ms. Martha High and thank her for her work. I'm a filmmaker and saxophonist, and have played in a lot of soul bands in my lifetime. So thank you so much for all your work. We love you here in Bowie.
Hello, Martha High. I'm Dr. Florence Lisabo from Burundi. We love you.
Hello, Miss High. I'm Anthony Chambers from the Cool Flame on 104.5 The Flame, the hottest R&B hits and oldies, bigger and better. I am indeed your friend of the night. And we want to let you know that we love you here in Florida and looks really, really forward to meeting you and hearing from you once again. Again, Anthony C., your friend of the night, on 104.5, The Flame, the hottest R&B hits and oldies, bigger and better.
Hello, Miss High. This is Lynn Harry Diverges from Los Angeles, California. I'm excited to see you on the Lotus Lynne Ignite show, and I look forward to meeting you soon. I'm sorry I didn't have a chance to connect with you when I was with Mr. Brown, and we had an opportunity to chat and spend a little time together, but I know that you are a phenomenal singer. I love your voice. I admire the woman you are, and as always, you're just so beautiful. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye for now.
Hello, this is Angie Elton. We love you, Miss High, in Washington, D.C.
Hi, Miss Martha. Harris here from the Philippines. It was really nice to have you in the show. At maraming salamat po sa pagbahagi ng iyong musika at talento sa industriya at sa buong mundo. Habang buhay namin ipagpapasalamat yun. Maraming salamat po.
1, 2, 3. We love you, Miss High
from the Philippines.
Miss Martha.